By all means, go to China if you like.
This video cannot be monetized, but it's important, so I have intentionally disabled monetization on this video.
Hey, SideburnsZA. I got 3 questions before we get started on the video.
The worse it gets in China, the more China's propaganda machine has to try to hide it. It's a case of he who smelt it dealt it, and boy, does this one stink.
Question number 1. Is it just me, or is that just another one of your ludicrous analogies? Let's analyze it for a second here. The worse it gets in China, the more China's propaganda machine has to hide, right? That's what you said. And then the analogy you used was, he who smelt it, dealt it. And that's normally used in proletarian society to mean the person who speaks up about a fart probably farted. So in this case, China's problems are the fart, right? Is that what you're saying? I'm so confused, SideburnsZA. Maybe you can clarify how this analogy works in the comments below there, SideburnsZA. We'd all appreciate it.
Of the hundreds of stabbing and murder videos I've seen from this year alone, I could find almost no news coverage of them in all Chinese state media or media abroad.
If, and that's a really big if, you've seen hundreds of murder and stabbing videos this year alone, but they don't appear in Chinese state media or media abroad, where are you seeing these videos? Do you have hundreds of sources in China sending you hundreds of murder videos? Maybe you should reconsider your sources if they keep seeing that many murders. I mean, I haven't seen a single one.
That the government keeps pushing the narrative that foreigners, and specifically Americans, are the cause of all of China's societal ills and struggles. And this translates to xenophobia and hatred.
You keep saying that the government is pushing the narrative that Americans in particular are the cause of all China's societal ills. If that were true, do you think you contribute to or dampen that narrative? I mean, no, really. That's a serious question to you, SideburnsZA. Please reply in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated.
Now back to the show.
China is in panic mode. I'm not trying to dissuade you from visiting China, mind you. Chinese murder season has gone critical. Incidents of random mass knife attacks are on the rise. This doesn't mean that misfortune will befall you should you decide to go. On the contrary, statistically you'll be probably fine and completely safe. Frequent public mental breakdowns and revenge against society attacks are happening daily. By all means, go to China if you like. Foreigners are being targeted in xenophobic attacks. It's all barreling out of control. This doesn't mean that misfortune will befall you should you decide to go. On the contrary, statistically you'll be probably fine and completely safe. Violent outbursts and random attacks are on the rise. The economy continues to stagnate and regress. It is getting worse. I'm not trying to dissuade you from visiting China, mind you. I am not exaggerating here. I'm not trying to be a shock jock or overinflate the situation, but never before have I seen so many knife attacks and murders in China. It is getting out of hand. This doesn't mean that misfortune will befall you should you decide to go. On the contrary, statistically you'll be probably fine and completely safe. China is not a safe place to travel to at the moment. I'm not trying to dissuade you from visiting China, mind you. China's society is under massive strain. And as someone who worked in the medical field in China, I know for a fact that China has no mental health facilities, no therapists, no psychiatrists. By all means, go to China if you like. Hey man, I'm just not into, I don't care about money. Hey man, you know, can I go around the corner and suck your dick?
Oh crap, how did that get in there?